Greater Spokane Incorporated's Business After School is a program that gives kids the opportunity to find out what our local businesses are all about. And today, we're at McKinstry. And the kids today get the opportunity to hear from McKinstry professionals around the idea of engineering, construction, and then our energy usage. Throughout the program, we get to hear from Dale Silha, who is the Vice President of McKinstry for our region. And then we also hear from Cassidy Peterson, who is at GSI and the spearhead behind all of this business after school work. So join us today as we get to follow around the kids and hear more about what business after school at McKinstry is all about. So where did business after school start?
Yeah, business after school, the idea really formed for after career fairs. We were doing, 1,500 students would come through a career fair or so every year, which was great. Good touch point, but we just felt like there was something more needed in terms of just some deeper understanding and knowledge about different businesses and careers in the region. So about 7 years ago, we dreamed up this idea of creating industry-focused workshops. They're about 2 hours long a piece, and different businesses host students all the way from 6th grade to 12th grade, and they kind of focus on what they want to showcase. So they pick their bread and butter, they figure out what they want to teach the students.
Yeah, the businesses do, and I think that's such a neat concept. Being able to actually see and experience a little bit of what you think you want to do.
Yes.
Either helps you get on board and going in that direction, or it says, you know what, I don't like that, and so I'm going to go a different direction. And I think, shoot, that was a college experience for me, to try to make those decisions. So to see kids at 6th grade through senior year being able to have those experiences is great.
And taking the information to their course offerings, and they're choosing, when they're going in high school, I went to this workshop where I saw this career, I want to learn more about that, and diving deeper into their classes. That's our hope and our goal. To catch them earlier, to catch them younger, to start thinking about that.
Right. How many events do you have for this?
Yeah, so right now we usually do about 10 per semester, 10 different workshops, and they're a variety of different industries as well. So today we're at McKinstry. They're really focusing on engineering, construction, efficiency, and energy. A lot of times we go to different architecture firms, manufacturing. We do a lot of healthcare ones as well, trying to kind of keep it in those high demand fields here in Spokane.
And that's great.
Showcasing a huge variety.
So I'm figuring that must be about 20 events a year since we got the semesters and each one. So right now we're sitting at about 20 businesses that are involved with it as well.
20 different ones, and we're always looking for new ones.
Always looking for new ones. Contact Cassidy if you want to get in on this, because it is a great event. It really is.
It really is, and it's not as hard as it might look or seem. We have a lot of great experienced hosts as well that have plenty of resources and materials that have been created, and they all of the time afterwards, they always love to host, and after they finish a workshop, they're just excited about what the students kind of talk to them about. And we always like to say students can't be what they can't see. So exposing them to different buildings, businesses, careers, industries, any of that, they can actually see it more tangibly than sitting and reading a textbook. So that's the hope.
Right. Well, it's a great program, and I'm excited that we got the opportunity to come out and be part of it today. And for those of you who are watching and listening, check out on GSI's website or contact you to find out more. And again, we're always looking for more businesses, so we can always do a lot more. It's a great opportunity to have kids.
And we have an incredible vast amount of businesses here in the region, and we want to show you off, and we want to show kids all about what you do. So you can go to businessafterschool.com. Business After School is a program of Greater Spokane Incorporated.
That's great. Well, thank you for having us, and thanks for being on the show. It's going to be a great day today here at McKinstry. Why McKinstry? What drew you to the whole idea of business after schools?
Yeah, I think for me, I've volunteered with my kids growing up through grade school, elementary, all the way up through high school, and I think there's something exciting about the connection between the academics and the things they're learning in school and how they might be used practically out in the real world, and specifically what people might do for jobs. And so the opportunity for the kids to not only come and interact with people that might use some of the things they're learning, but also have an opportunity to hands-on experience what it might be like and how they might connect to using that sometime in the future.
And I think that's the important piece too, as I kind of think about this because we've got kids from sixth grade up into high school as well that are part of this, along with their parents, which is cool that they get the opportunity to come and join us. But I think that's an important piece to kind of see if you have some interest. That's the power of this. What are you guys doing here at McKinstry? And so with that, what are some of the topics that they're going to be studying today?
Well, today, one of the things that I tried to do early on is give them some background as to why we're doing the things we're doing.
Okay.
So some context around climate change and energy and why the impact of energy is so important to not only climate change, but just the economics of operating buildings. And then just the cost of construction today is escalating quickly. So today, what they're going to be able to see is, knowing that those are two major crises in this country, today they're going to have the opportunity to dig into some specifics to see how they might be able to impact the cost of construction, energy efficiency, reduced emissions, taking away some of the burning of fossil fuels on climate change. Where people are actually making an impact on that every day. And many of them are pretty passionate about it. So it's a great opportunity for them to see how they could get into a career that would use those things.
Absolutely. And I like the idea too. And I know your program is going to highlight not just the engineering side, but all around it. What's the construction side, and what are all the different entry points into this world of, I'm going to call it energy. I don't know if that's right, or saving energy, I should say, which has been pretty neat. And I know with that, there's the energy side, then there's the carbon side that you guys are passionate about. And I know at the end of the program today, the participants are going to get the chance to go over to your guys' new building. Zero carbon?
Yeah.
Is that right?
So the Catalyst building is a zero net carbon building, and that it consumes more carbon by the wood that's put into it than the steel and the concrete and the energy required to produce it. And so the net impact on the environment is it consumes more carbon than it expended in the building of it.
Right.
And then on the energy side, it will use about half of what the most efficient buildings are using in terms of energy.
Which is amazing.
Which is impressive.
Yeah.
And so when we think about the impact on the economy, that 50% of the energy consumed and used in this country is for commercial buildings.
Yeah.
And 75% of the electricity is used in commercial buildings. Boy, if we could cut 50% or more of that out, what would that do? I mean, phenomenal impact.
That would be.
This is the largest cross-laminate timber, zero carbon, zero energy building in the country, bordering close to in the world. So pretty phenomenal that it's right here in Spokane.
Absolutely, that is.
And then there's also just the energy eco-district things that are going on along with that aren't being done anywhere else in the country. Aspects of it are, but one of our partners, Avista, with the project, is part owner of the eco-district and doing research on how the grid and the energy can impact the buildings and how the buildings can impact the grid. Yeah. And so it's also set up to be a research kind of engineering experiment.
And that's what kids from sixth grade on to high school get to experience today. That innovation that goes along with it is pretty amazing. So, Dale, thank you so much for having us out.
Yeah, absolutely.
Looking forward to being able to hear a little bit of what these kids get the opportunity to hear. So
Sounds
this
good.
is a great thing. So thank you. In the education world, we're constantly trying to figure out different ways to give kids unique experiences. And Business After School is one of those. Thanks for joining us today at Business After School and on SchoolHouse 180.